checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Jones to throw. Under fire. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll give it to Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. It's Singleton.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on.
Maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
To throw, it's Levin. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go. This thing off with a touchdown.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Keeps it on first down. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Jones wants to throw it. Hums it downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Going to the run, it's Pryor. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most of them.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets...
Could be an alley. The 50, the 40, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown LSU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I know know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. This time he's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Pryor. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Jones to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gators will send out the punt unit.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll send the back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is...
He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him this time. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And down he goes. Timeout call by LSU. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Jones to throw. Got a man in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Under fire. It's a big stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll try to run with ball. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Here's a heat, and they got it. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffaloes with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll give it to Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense called.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. LSU quick to the line. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They're working that left side. Across the 10. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Direct snap. It's Ball. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Running inside, it's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The RPO, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Handoff for Ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Jones to throw. Looking left. A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Jaden one more time. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right. Yeah,
not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs.
Looking deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. There's a got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here comes the heat. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They want that clock to run. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Here's a give to ball. Got enough for the 1st. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.